Yo, what is going on, you guys? This is King Frog, and welcome back to another Metalhead Reacts. Today, I'm going to be reacting to Jedi Mind Tricks, I Who Have Nothing. I have no idea if I've actually listened to one of these songs on my channel. Actually, take it back. I may have listened to one song by Jedi Mind Tricks. Can't talk. I think I may have listened to one song by them. I can't remember if it was in the live stream or if it was one of those that I recorded that got blocked. I can't remember. But anyway, we're going to jump into this one. Haven't, like I said, only listened to one song by them, I believe. I've got the lyrics pulled up over here. I've got the video. If I sound a little bit off today, it's been a rough day. Anyway, let's jump into Jedi Mind Tricks, I Who Have Nothing.
Intersections in real time, the unbroken circle and dimensions of the mind, the tie that binds, the eternal tie that defines the vanity of my insanity. In due time will shine like the night sees under the moon, the haunted corners of familiar rooms. Yet I'm consumed with vanishing into thin air, the realization that this shit is my cross to bear. So where did I think I could run away to see the people that decided to leave without asking me? But we decide to wait for happier tomorrows and find someone so they can be distractions from our sorrow. But my distractions, the books of paper that I sprawl in. I'm eloquent as summer breeze and leaves that have just fallen. I've crawled in a corner hoping all of this will end with the knowledge that love is just another word for revenge. I, who have nothing but the comfort of my sins. I, who have nothing but the comfort of my friends.
Alright, so I'm going to pause it there. I'm going to go back to that first verse. And one thing that really hit me was, let's see, decide to wait for happier tomorrows and find someone so they can be distractions from our sorrow. But my distractions, the books of paper that I scrawl in. I'm eloquent as summer breeze and leaves that have just fallen. Like, whenever it comes to friends and stuff, like people you actually talk to, you know, they help, you know, if you really talk to them. I don't mean those, you know, you just like joke around with on occasion or maybe go out with a drink with. You know, that's not the kind of friend I'm talking about. An actual friend that you've been, you know, hanging around for years, that, you know, you can talk to about anything, you know, one of those friends. Those friends help, you know, help you get through struggles that you're going through and everything like that. But when you don't have that and you're basically all alone, it's insanely, you know, saddening whenever you actually look back on it, because, you know, like I said, it's like the track is name, you know, you feel like you have nothing, because, you know, you feel like there's no one there for you. You feel like, you know, that you're just going to basically die alone, and it's really sorrowing to hear. And even with, you know, that you try to find other distractions, especially when you don't have anyone you can open up to or anything. So you try to find distractions, and that's actually it's a good and a bad thing. Because it's a good thing if you can find something that is, you know, you can find as a distraction that's good. Like, you know, like a good outlet like music, or making something, or doing YouTube, or I don't know, fucking playing video games. I don't know, stuff like that. Things like that. But sometimes people turn to bad habits to get rid of whatever they're feeling. And that's never a good thing, because it can really lead to a life of misery, and can really lead to a life of very bad decisions. And that is something that I used to do. I used to have very bad outlets. Then I got into, like, well, I've always been a gamer, but I got more heavily into it, you know, as an outlet, because whenever I was trying to get clean and everything, that was my outlet. I could turn to video games and escape reality, because I didn't have friends, because I drove them all away, because most of my friends were dickbags, uh, except for one. I had like one friend. um, but oh, I had two. I had two friends. But one of them was the only one I ever really opened up to. Um, but yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, let's keep going.
As I decay, demons prey above me like a vulture. Ability to endure contradiction is a high sign of culture. Verbal sculpture, self-defacing. It is not God or lunacy that I am facing, but the erasing of the purity and passion of my words. The herds of cattle Babylon would talk of the absurd, but I prefer to walk away from all the feuds, to find my life is more confusing than a Rubik's Cube. So I'm subdued, and all my words are verbal prods. To live alone, one must be an animal or a god, but it's official. All of my pain is clear as crystal. The natural side of life has now been seeming artificial, but I can hit you, and rest assured they're not my last words. I could give a fuck about your secrets and your passwords. I can passwords and their ability to hurt you. Patience is a virtue and knowledge is a commercial. I who have nothing but the pain that I've referred to. I who have nothing but the pain that I've referred to.
That line, to live alone, one must be an animal or a god. Holy shit, that is a... Wow. That one line is so deep, it's not even funny. Holy fuck. Back up at the beginning. As I decay, demons prey above me like a vulture. Ability to endure contradiction is a high sign of culture. That's pretty true. Because if you look at a lot of even like countries that have been that are major powers now that we're not, like the United States used to, have the endurance part down, because we were under British rule for a long time, and then we fought and we endured, and we got our quote-unquote independence. So that was a big sign of endurance. But even after that, like, even not even countries, like even races, like African Americans, they were in slavery and everything, and their ability to endure added to their culture and everything like that. And like before that, like the first line, demons prey above me like a vulture. That's basically saying that like your demons of your past and everything like that always follow you and are always looming above you, waiting to take you down. And that one also hits me pretty hard, because my demons loom above me every day. But what I did actually was I took the worst of those demons, and they are currently on my arm. That is what this tattoo is those are my worst demons, and I put them there to show what I've overcome. Not even really to show other people, because nobody knows what they mean, but they're more for me to see the things I've overcome, because it shows that I can overcome anything. So it's pretty crazy that depending on how bad your demon, even the slightest demon will always follow you. Like if you picked up something in a store and slipped it in your pocket and walked out, if you have a conscience, you will feel bad about it, and it will haunt you for a while. Even years later, like you can see something and remember that day, and it's like, why did I do that? I mean, it's simple stuff all the way up to big stuff. So it is pretty crazy. Anyway, let's keep going.
Lost among the miracles, I stand I've grown into a being that's sitting on top of throne. I've known for many years that I would turn to rust. I find a reason for another breath before my return to dust. I become one with science and mathematics and the rising of the sun. I'm numb to all of those who blinded cannot see the chastiser of the enemy. Perception requires duality. Inspect your soul, the color of coal inside the body. I have hardly come across them who's holy. Send them to the cherubim to control the burning of the sun and frigidness of the cold. The battlefield is new, but the war is now old. You can never see the merest shadow of a halo above the head of evil jinn who's deadly like tornado. The world has become an aquarium full of gaping fish with murderous smiles. I, on the other hand, stand on the outside looking in, writing down murderous files. I who have nothing but the lack of variation, and I who have nothing but chains and suffocation.
Alright, so that was an insanely deep song talking about, your demons and being alone and everything like that, that you need people, and that, when you don't, it's basically like having nothing. That's pretty powerful message in that song. I feel like it can have different people can perceive it differently, so if you have a different, you know, view on this song, be sure you let me know down in the comments. Also, let me know another artist and song you want me to check out, and I'll get to it when I can. Leave a like. Be sure you subscribe if you're not already. I will, of course, see all of you guys in that next video. See ya.